Why should we learn music theory? Music theory is the language of music, the mechanics of what's going on. Although theory isn't necessarily an essential part of performing music, it does bring a huge amount of meaning to the sounds we hear and play. With an understanding of theory, music becomes easier to make sense of. It also becomes easier to communicate clearly with other musicians. Music theory basically refers to the basic elements that make up music, which include melody, harmony, pitch, rhythm, texture, and structure. This is usually taught by first introducing the basics, such as naming rhythmic values and how to write them. More complex concepts, such as modes, chords, key signatures, and scales, are taught in next levels. Identifying formal structures such as fugue, binary, and ternary forms are also part of a more advanced theory curriculum. You may think that you don't really need to study all these things if you already know how to play an instrument, but an understanding of how music is put together can help you a lot as a musician. As a matter of fact, knowledge about the building blocks of music, the notes, scales, and chords, is what separates a true musician from someone who merely knows how to play an instrument or sing a song. Composing your own songs will require you to read and write musical notes, which are all part of music theory. How else are you supposed to put on paper all those amazing ideas if you can't write them down by using the right symbols, such as notes, flats, and sharps? Plus, a basic knowledge on melody and harmony is also important if you want to create your own music. After all, composing a song or piece means arranging notes and chords that will sound good together. So if you want to pursue a career in music, you must realize that basic understanding of theory is essential. Knowing the basics will also help you appreciate music better. If you have a favorite song or piece, wouldn't you be a bit curious as to how the music was arranged? Whether your favorite musician is a classic legend or contemporary artist, analyzing the structure of their musical creations will require a bit of theory. Studying theory will also expose you to the different music genres and styles such as classical, romantic, and Baroque. This is very important since the foundation of Western music is greatly influenced by the works of geniuses such as Mozart, a classical artist, Johann Sebastian Bach, Baroque, and Ludwig van Beethoven, Romantic. Many musicians are gifted enough to have simply picked up their instrument and known how to play it from day one. Although there is much to be said for instinct and natural talent, it is still necessary for a real musician to know about the fundamentals of music. If you don't know why you should know music theory, consider some of these factors. The most obvious reason to learn music theory is simply that the rules of theory make up the building blocks for creating music. Nobody would try to write a novel without learning their alphabet first, and it is just the same with writing music. Playing by ear is fine, but in order to really understand the intricacies of writing a piece of music, it is necessary to understand the fundamental pieces of the structure. Music theory is absolutely vital for musicians who plan on playing in a band, simply because they need to learn the language of the craft. Creating music is a collaborative effort, and it can be very frustrating if the collaborators do not have a common lexicon to discuss their ideas. Asking for a song to be moved up one half step is much more precise and much more likely to get the desired results than saying it should be a little bit higher. Another important reason for learning music theory is being able to have a record of original music. It is all well and good to be able to pick up an instrument and play a great original piece, but what if the musician cannot remember exactly how it went next time? Knowledge of music theory provides the tools to write out sheet music for original compositions.